What's up, ass faces? Welcome back to Lab Session 97, episode 97. Bet with Juice. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Taco Tuesday. Make tacos, not war. You guys know the vibes already. We have an absolutely stacked slate for MLB today. Took up about the whole freaking notebook. 15 games on the day. A couple of them have already started. You got Cade, Cavalli, and Joey Cantillo from Nats and Guardians. Joey Cantillo is off to a very bad start. Glad we stayed away from this game because I wouldn't have had any Nationals. So, good luck there. Rays versus Orioles. Next game up, you got Jax Griffin versus Baz. Shane Baz. We're gonna stay away from that one as well. I don't trust any of those Orioles bats. The Rays already got one run. Classic. Aranda. Good job, Billy. No comment. Not even going to say anything. Could have had one prop already down. Angels versus Tigers. Next game up, you got Kevin McGonigal. If you want to take a prop, he's actually up to bat right now. Going to get... He's on base. Tell him he got walked. No, he got a single. He's on first base right now. He probably won't get anything the rest of the game. Because we didn't take him, right? Okay. Other than that, I don't have anybody in that Angels-Tigers game except Kevin McGonigal, which I should have taken and thrown him on the slip, but dumb me. First gentleman going on the slip today, Cubs versus Pirates. That game has started as well. This should be a good spot for Reynolds. Batted in the 3 spot. He does have somebody already on base, and Brandon Lowe hopefully either pushes him across, makes this easy for Brian Reynolds. 1.5 bases. As long as there's nobody on first base when Reynolds comes up right now, this could be golden for us. RBI double. That's what I'm calling right now. As long as Lowe gets this guy across, that'd be awesome. Next game up, you got Braves versus Red Sox. Somewhat of a pitcher's duel. You got Spencer Strider versus Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Red Sox. The lefty. I would have went with Drake Baldwin today for a Yabo or any kind of offensive props, but he is still out of that Braves lineup, so we're staying away from that for a little bit. Just don't trust anybody from that lineup, and definitely don't trust anybody from that Red Sox lineup right now. Twins versus... Oh, no. That's the next game. Well, we're still skipping this game. Marlins versus Jays. Big old skip on that one. Let's see. Braden Fisher and Sandy Alcantara. Sandy will probably give up a couple runs, a couple of walks today against the Jays. I just don't know who to take because every time I take somebody like Vladdy, Okamoto, Varsho's a pretty dominant guy for us. But he is 0 for 3 against Sandy with a strikeout. So, like I said, we're going to stay away from that one. Reds versus Mets next game up. Next gentleman on our main slip. You got Spencer Steer, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, going against the lefty David Peterson. You guys know I love fading this guy. David Peterson, I think he's actually locked in recently. Kind of, not really. He's still sucking. The lefty is going against the Reds lineup, and Spencer is in that 4 spot, that cleanup spot. You got Sal Stewart in front of him, Ellie De La Cruz in front of him, and Eugenio Suarez batting in the 5th spot behind him. All you got to do is get on base, Spencer. You're either going to bring somebody in or somebody's going to bring you in. Figure it out, hit the ball, get on base. Do your job. Twins versus White Sox. You got a pitcher's duel with Joe Ryan and Burke. It's Burke. Sean Burke. Yes, it is. Joe Ryan versus Sean Burke in Southside Chicago. Martin is finally playing today. Austin Martin, that is. But I'm just not going to push it today. We'll wait for a better matchup for him later on in this week. We're going to skip that one. Pitcher's duel all the way. Yankees versus Royals. Next game up, you do got Mr. Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt, going against Bailey Falter, the lefty. Goldie is batting pretty dominant against lefties for the Yankees this year. Probably one of their best bats in the lineup against lefties. So, we're going to stick with that trend. He is batting that 4 spot. 4 for 9 against Bailey Falter. Batting behind Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger. This should be a first inning cash. Grisham is 5 for 5, 3 home runs against Bailey Falter. I'm assuming he just gets on in the first inning. They walk Judge. Bellinger hits him across. Guy at second and third. Paul Goldschmidt brings him in. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on the first freaking at bat for Mr. Goldie. Next game up, you have his former team, Cardinals versus Brewers. We're going to skip that one as well. I wouldn't say it's a pitcher's duel, but I don't trust any of those bats except for a gentleman that's going to go on our home run slip. That's Bryce Terang. He does have, I believe, one against, no stats, no props against McGreevy, but McGreevy is kind of terrible against the lefties. And Bryce Terang's home runs are mostly, half of them are coming from home, or a little bit more than half are coming from home for his home runs. So we're trusting the lefty Bryce to get it done. Michael McGreevy, we're fading you heavy today, but we're skipping the rest of it. I don't know. I think Contreras, Bowers, all these guys could absolutely dominate in the box today against this guy, McGreevy, but something's telling me just to kind of stay away from it. Maybe he goes off. Maybe he pitches a decent game today against them, the Brewers. Astros versus Rangers. Next game up on the slip. We're skipping that one as well. You got Jason Alexander versus Jack Leader versus for the Rangers. We are going Josh Jung. Josh Jung hasn't hit a home run in a while, but I think he hits one today. He does have a home run against Alexander, but I don't think Alexander stays in this game the whole entire time. Like, not even 4 innings, 5 innings. He stays in there for 2 or 3. It's a bullpen game for them. I don't know why, but something's telling me that. So, we're going to go, what is it? Josh Jung. I have it on the other side. That's where it's at. It's written in tiny letters. Now it's backwards. But you see it right there, Jung. That's the main home run slip. Terang, Soderstrom, Marte. But we threw Jung and another gentleman who was back recently, and I think he goes Yabo tonight. I'll explain that in a little bit. Next game up, you got Phillies versus Padres. I wanted to include this gentleman on our slip, but he's going against Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola's on the mound tonight against Randy Vasquez for the Padres. We were going to go Gavin Sheets, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's not that I don't trust him. I just think Aaron Nola has a decent game. He did do well with his little stint with the Padres when he pitched for them, which was actually quite a while. So I don't trust this right here. I don't like this spot. I'm not saying it's a pitcher's duel. I think Sheets gets on at least once in this game, but I don't think he's able to bring somebody in because nobody else is getting on base and nobody brings him in because the Padres suck. Next game up, next gentleman going on our slip, Mariners versus Athletics in Sacramento. Hell of a total run line here. You got Emerson Hancock and Gage Jump, who I've never heard of in my life. But Gage, or is it Gabe or Gage? No, it's Gage. Get the job done. Have yourself a ball tonight. Emerson Hancock is going to get rocked. Cortez, 2 for 2. Nick the Dog Kurtz, 1 for 4 with a home run. Shane Langler is 2 for 7 with a home run. Brent Rooker, 2 for 4, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Tyler Soderstrom, 3 for 8, 1 home run. Any one of those 5 guys you can take, you can put them in your slip, and it'll work out perfectly for you. I'm taking Brent Rooker, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, as well as Tyler Soderstrom to go Yabo. Lock that in. There you go. Soderstrom to go Yabo against Mr. Emerson Hancock. D-backs versus Giants. Next game up, my guy Billy said I'm starting to turn Casey Schmidt into my Denny Avdija of MLB. Could be true. Kid's bat is absolutely on fire. We're going to stick with it today. Casey Schmidt, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs against Eduardo Rodriguez. Obviously, Casey has great numbers against the lefties. Eduardo's a lefty. He's been pitching pretty good this season. But I think Casey's bat is hotter. We're going to go ahead and stick with him. He is 3 for 5 against Eduardo with a home run and an RBI. This is what scares me. Willie Adames is batting leadoff, 0 for 15. This doesn't scare me. He just doesn't need to get on base. I don't care for Willie tonight. I don't have him for any props. Stay off the bags. Let Casey Schmidt get on, and let Chapman or Devers bring him in. Even someone like Harrison Bader can bring him in. But we got Casey Schmidt, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Last gentleman on the main slip tonight. And then the last game of the night, you got Rockies versus the Dodgers, our boys. We should get the job done tonight. Going against Kyle Freeland. Not too scared of that guy. Pretty bum of a... Oh, okay, Betts is in there. Perfect. Kind of scared me for a second. We're going to have some fun in this lineup tonight, or against this pitcher. It's going to be an ass whooping. We do got Eric Lauer on the mound for us, former Blue Jay, former runner-up, second place guy. But he's a Dodger now. He's one of us. I hope he pitches freaking great tonight, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mickey Moniak, Hunter Goodman, Troy Johnston, or TJ Rumfield had themselves a freaking game in LA tonight. That's just me knowing ball and knowing that Rockies lineup. There are some dogs over there, and they can get it done. The total's at 9, and we're playing in LA, not in Colorado. So, somebody knows something that we don't. Like I said, I think Eric Lauer probably gives up some runs here. We're staying away from it as far as like any offensive props on our slip, except for Mookie Betts. We are going for him for a home run against Kyle Freeland. He has 2 of them. 11 for 42 against Kyle. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Mookie hasn't hit one in a while. He's been out. He just came back, I think, like 2 weeks ago. He did have one when he first came back, but he hasn't hit one since. So, we're trusting him. We're trusting 5 different dudes. I'll go over that in a little bit. That is the home run slip right there. See it? It's tiny. And then you got Jung on the back. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The 15 games right there for you guys locked in, signed by your boy Juice. NBA tonight. I don't have nothing for you guys. This series has been up and down. Obviously, it's tied 2-2, Spurs and Thunder. Only thing I got for you guys is Lou the Dort's first basket. 3-pointer, posted up in the corner. I don't know if it's Shea or somebody else that gives it to him, but Lou Dort, 3-pointer, ballin'. That's seriously all I have for that game. I'm not going to look into it because Wemby could have 20 rebounds and 30 points, or he could have 15 points and 18 blocks and 10 rebounds. I don't know. It's a confusing series. It's a fun series to watch. This is going to be the closest thing that we get to an actual NBA Finals. I think whoever wins out of these 2 teams dominates and obliterates the Knicks in the Finals. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think the Knicks have had too much time off, and I'm not saying they're going to get rusty, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with either Spurs or the Thunder. Pretty simple with that one. Not too much going into there. Let's go ahead and show the slips real quick so we can get out of here. Brian Reynolds, what a freaking dog! 1.5 total bases, already got it done. 1 guy down, 4 more to go. Here's our main slip. Brian Reynolds, 1.5 total bases. Greened out, checkmate. Spencer Steer, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Paul Goldschmidt, a half hits, runs, RBIs. They didn't let me bet a 1.5 on Prize Picks. That might benefit us later. Brent Rooker and Casey Schmidt as well. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on the night. 13 to pay 201. I don't know how more due are we? We've been scratching at the damn door. I keep saying it. It sounds like a broken record. We're scratching the damn door. We're scratching. I don't want to scratch at the damn door no more. I want to win a goddamn bet. Had to get that out of there. I think tonight's tonight. And honestly, with this right here, so that's 13 to win 201. I want to show you guys this absolute dog of a lotto. Hold on. 1 second. I had to send a message real quick. 1 sec. Don't do that. That's sick. We're getting offered $1. Look at that. Cash out, $14. We paid 13 for 201. They're like, hey, do you want $1.21 cash out? You guys are goofy Prize Picks, so I don't play my slips on your guys' stuff. Anyways, I want to show you guys the slip, the big lotto slip. So I had Terang, Soderstrom, and Marte. You asshole. All to go Yabo, right? I have Mookie on the notebook, and I said, you know what? I think Mookie goes Yabo too. And I said, where's he at? Oh, that's why I can't see it. Josh Jung, see him on the bottom? I wrote on the back because I was like, I think he could go yard today too. The last time I had 5 guys on a home run slip, this right here, this home run slip, the last time I had 5 guys and I didn't take them, they all went Yabo. So, we're going to ride with our damn gut tonight. We're going to go with our guys Bryce Terang, Josh Jung, Tyler Soderstrom, Ketel Marte, and Mookie Betts, all to leave the yard tonight and go Yabo. $5 to win 10 racks. Ladies and gentlemen, $5, 10 racks. Make it happen, fellas. Make me a happy man on this Taco Tuesday. That is it. I appreciate you guys tapping in, watching Lab Session 97, Episode 97, Bet with Juice. Cheers, boys. Hope everybody's enjoying their tacos tonight, and I hope we hit some damn bets tonight. That would be quite amazing. Spencer Steer, Goldie, Brent Rooker, figure it out. Let's hit some damn bets tonight. Peace!